car payments and car notes in general is probably the biggest wealth killer that society has normalized, and is the debt that some people will call it good debt. Guys, can you guys explain to me how car notes are good debt? Explain it. Because the way I see it, you can't leverage a car payment. You can't leverage it. You can't use it. You can't use that type of debt to make more money for you in the future. And it's a type of consumer debt. So any consumer debt really is not good debt. And cars, they go down in value. As soon as you drive off the lot, that's $2,000 lost in value. And usually when people go to trade it in, they end up in negative equity or underwater loan. For those of you guys who don't mean it, for those of you guys who don't know what that means, it basically means when you owe more on something than what it's worth. For example, the car is only, you're trading in a 2020 Toyota. It's worth $5,000, but you still owe $20,000 on the car. The negative equity is $15,000, so you're basically losing money. That $15,000 could have been the stock market. Could have been the SP 500. That could have been in an index fund. That $15,000 could have been in a retirement account. Or that $15,000 could have been in a savings account for an emergency fund, or some of it. But I just don't understand how society has normalized car payments. Like, guys, car payments are the biggest wealth killers. I don't have a car payment. I don't. I pay cash for everything. I don't do debt in general. I don't do credit cards. But today we're focused on cars. Car debt is one of the biggest wealth killers in America, because we put so much of our income towards the car. The average car payment in America right now is $750. We paying $500 for a car payment, $600 for a car payment, $700. Some people even pay $800 to $900 a month for a car payment. But we can't even take half of that money and invest it, put it into our savings account where it's growing interest, put it into a high yield savings account where it's giving us free money, or put it into the stock market where you're making massive growth. I just find that crazy. We put so much money on a depreciating asset, but we put little to no money in assets that go up in value, or assets that pay us interest, like in a high yield savings. There's more people in America who are in car debt than have a high yield savings. So looking at a stat, 82% of Americans don't even know or have a high yield savings. So you're losing money every day if you don't have a high yield savings, because you keep your money in a savings account where you're losing purchasing power because of inflation. $1 today won't buy you the same amount of things as $1 would tomorrow when prices go up. Guys, I just don't understand how we do this. Put so much emphasis on the car we drive. We put little to no emphasis on our savings, on our investments. A lot of people, their transportation costs are exceeding way above 10 or 20% of your take-home pay. 23.8. The Money Guy suggests, the Money Guy show on YouTube channel, they suggest you put 20% down, finance it for no more than 3 years, and make sure the car payment takes up no more than 8% of your, I believe they said it's your gross income. But cars, they go down the line. I just don't understand how we continue to fall into this trap and we try to justify it. Oh, I need transportation. We know you need transportation, but there's other ways to get around besides a car. But generally speaking, did you have to get the car payment? You could have saved up a couple thousand and just bought yourself a cash car off Facebook Marketplace or went to a used car dealership, or you could buy something off of friends or a family member or something like that. But no, you had to go the car payment route. You wanted to show off. Here's another thing too, guys. People don't care about the car you drive. It's the truth. When someone sees someone riding a nice car, they don't talk about the person. They say, oh, that's a nice car. They don't say, oh, that's a nice person who's driving that nice car. They're saying, oh, that's a nice car. People don't care about the car you drive, really. If they do, they got their own set of issues, but it's just crazy how car payments are $750, but people can't even invest $200, $300 to something that's building wealth for them in the future. This is why so many people can't build wealth. This is why so many people are struggling financially, because they put so much money into their cars. And it's not just a car payment you got to worry about. You got insurance. That's been going up. Gas. It's been coming down a little bit, but even that's been on a rise. You got maintenance. Maintenance costs been going up. And after you factor all that in, if your car payment is on the average around $750, you're going to end up spending $1,000 on something that $1,000 or more on average, even more than that, just for something to get you from point A to point B. Guys, cars are meant to get you from point A to point B. You don't need to finance a car. You don't need to. You can save up and pay cash. When you save up and pay cash for something that has so much weight on your finances, it teaches you discipline and it teaches you delayed gratification. And it teaches you to always think about the long term, because with these car payments, guys, you guys got to think about the long term. And don't get sucked into the trap, oh, I can afford the payment. Because, guys, the dealership will always make it fit into your budget. And, guys, let me tell you something. When you guys finance a car, you guys just giving away free money and interest. And this is why car repossessions have been up, because people are financing their cars for too long, or they're paying too much. They know they're paying too much money on a month for it that they know they can't even afford. You already living check to check, so how are you going to get a car now? Guys, I know 2 people who have gotten their car repossessed. Only one of them is able to get it back. The monthly car payments were around $700 to $800 a month. Guys, you guys are putting that much money towards a depreciating asset, but putting $700 to $800 a month in the S&P 500, going at an average 10% every month for, I don't know, for 5 years, this is what it will grow to. So you guys are missing out on that type of money when you guys are financing cars, because you're missing out on real growth. That same money that's going towards the or depreciating asset. That's the same money that could be going in the stock market, making you big money because of massive growth and massive gains and compound interest. But that money is going down the drain, and as a result, your wealth is being stolen from you every day. And now you wonder why you have to wake up every day and go to work just for something that's helping you get to work. Like, let that sink in. You guys are making payments on something, super high amount payments, that's helping you guys get around from point A to point B. Guys, I don't want my life to be like that. Like, guys, I currently can't catch the bus because honestly, a car is not a priority for me right now. I got other priorities, and a car is just not one of them. Now, I'm not saying that I will never get a car. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it's not a priority for me right now. And now that I know what I know, I'll never get a car note. Because I know a lot of people who are on car notes and it stretched their budget so thin. It's the reason why I live in check to check. It is the reason why they're struggling financially. Because cars, if you don't know, if you're not paying cash for them, they kind of create a financial strain on you. And guys, they go down in value. You can't leverage it. So guys, don't let people trick you into this, oh, car notes are good debt. No, they're not. No, they're not. If you can save, if you can invest more money, if you're able to still build an emergency fund, have an emergency fund, and having the car payment is not going to put a strain on your finances, by all means, do it. But don't do it if you're living check to check. And if you honestly know that you won't be able to make the payments, or if you're going to put it on a credit card. So guys, stay out of car debt because it will destroy your wealth and it takes money from you every day. God bless you all.